So from your experience, when you've been mentoring these 75, 80 guys over the last 3.5 years,
Yeah.
what do you see from these guys? Are there any common threads that you can pick up on mistakes that retail traders make? Maybe even what advice would you give retail traders when they're starting, what they need to really concentrate on?
There are certain basic skills that you need to embrace. Some people have them, some people don't, but they're very easily learned. Is that, first of all, you've got to be patient. I think the view from outside of the trading world is that traders are very short-term, very fast-paced. Completely wrong. Traders need to be patient. You've got to be patient to let your opportunities present themselves. And once they have presented themselves, you've got to be patient to let the timing to put the trades on. And then once you've taken risk, you've got to be patient to let the trades develop. Just because you've bought something or sold something doesn't mean it's immediately going to work. This is not a short-term way to make money. So you've got to be patient, and you've got to be humble, because at the Institute, as you know, we will give people a methodology how to generate ideas, try and get ahead of where the economies are going, and you've got to develop your own ideas. Don't rely on anybody else. Your ideas, your thought process, your methodology will educate you along the process, but everybody fine-tunes, and everybody's got a slight different bias of where their strengths are, where their weaknesses are. But the most important thing is that you have to be able to generate your own ideas. Don't rely on anybody else. Don't listen to broker research. Your own ideas. Have your own methodology. And then, once you develop those ideas, you need to be patient to wait for the opportunities to present themselves.
Okay.
And you have to be patient because we're looking here for anywhere between a 1 to 6 month horizon. So we want to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of the market. We don't want to be 3 or 4 steps ahead of the market. That is, as you referred to before, that's investing.
And actually, that is one of the best pieces of advice I've ever been given.
Yeah.
As a youngster by you. Always be 1 or 2 steps ahead.
Yeah.
And not 3 or 4. Yeah. Because if you're 3 or 4 steps ahead, you end up sitting and waiting forever for trades to actually pan out. And they generally never do.
No, because you'd be stopped out.
And I guess that's actually going back to that point about being patient. Because I think that needs to be really qualified in trading, because the spectrum, and it's called in the industry the investment spectrum, that 1 to 3 month or even 1 to 6 month time frame where you're running a long short portfolio, that can be defined as trading. And the shorter time frame you go below that, 3 months essentially is defined as trading. Anything beyond that slowly becomes investing.
Absolutely.
And that's the 3 or 4 steps ahead and not the 1 or 2 steps ahead, right?
Absolutely. And our expertise and our experience that we've had trading is ideally suited to that 1 to 3 or even 3 to 6 month horizon. Anything more than that, you run the risk of too many variables entering into the performance of whatever your positions are, and you can be stopped out.
Right.
This is absolutely key to the discipline of being successful at trading. Every trader needs to be able to get stopped out of a bad position. But that will take time. That will take anywhere up to 2 years.
Right.
You should be looking to be, at the end of 2 years, an accomplished professional trader.